Joshua asks, what is your favorite thing to do each season? I love this question because I immediately was like, ooh, all these things. I'll have a good answer for spring. But for summer, I love to go to the beach. That's probably my favorite thing to do. In the fall, oh, the fall is the best. There's so many good things to do. I always like to go to, when I was living in Pennsylvania, I went to a place called Sorgles, which you could like get pumpkins, you could get like you could go apple picking, you could go on a hayride. I loved that. So I love like fall activities like that. I love football. I love sitting around a fire, like that's so much fun. And I would say the holidays are my favorite time of the year. I love to go Christmas shopping for everyone else. I love to get like a Starbucks, like a coffee, and hopefully it's cold, and just do some shopping and look at all the Christmas lights. That's probably my favorite thing. If it could be Christmas, like, I don't want it to be year round because it's not special, but if it could be like Christmas like half the year, that would be amazing. And then like summer and fall, and that's it. What is your usual fashion outside your home? Like, how do you dress outside? Please give advice to us chubby people. This is from Joanna. Joanna, this is a chubby person here if you haven't noticed. My usual fashion though, I usually just go pretty simple. I like to wear jeans mostly. If I'm being super comfortable, I'm in leggings, and other than that I just pick out cute tops. That's really it. I used to be a lot thinner and I would always wear sundresses. That was my favorite thing, and now I'm just a little uncomfortable wearing them. I'm like, oh, my legs look fat, everything like that. So I'm right there with you, trust me. Zara says, what are your favorite types of candy? That's weird because I'm eating gummy bears. These are not one of my favorite types of candies, believe it or not. Probably my favorite candy is Sour Patch Kids. I love a good Snickers bar. Like, there's something about a Snickers when you're hungry that's just really good, but I try to limit myself with that. But I could eat Sour Patch Kids like 24/7. Vanessa says, how did you start your YouTube channel? So I basically, when I was living at my parents until we found a place that we wanted to settle into, I had nothing to do, so I got an old palette. Like, you see all these palette crafts, you can make stuff out of them. I got the palette, I painted it, I put lace panels in between it. It was really cute, but I didn't have good lighting, so you couldn't really see it. But if you go back to like my first few videos, you'll see a palette. It's like blue and white with white lace. And I just thought, oh, that's so cute. And I got a little tiny tripod for my iPhone. And I would go late at night in the bathroom with like bright lights on. I got like two just like cheap little lights pointed at me. And I just did it. I used the makeup that I had, and that's all I did. I thought it was horrible. I was like really down on myself about how bad it was. But, you know, I found out how much I loved it, so then I invested in stuff later on. Connie says, which is the worst brand or worst item you've ever tried? I was really trying to think about this because I've tried some bad products. I know that I have, but they don't like come to mind. I hate to say it, but I just really can't think of that many like horrible products, but maybe it's because I'm not trying enough. Like, maybe I need to branch out some more and try some different things. So Ruby asks, where do you get your pillows from? I'm assuming you mean the pillows on my little pink bench, because I think that's the only pillows you've ever seen. Or are you just asking about bed pillows? I don't know. If you're asking about cute pillows on my bench, I would have to say that mostly HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls, and Target, because I have a lot of cute pillows. Can't stop buying them. If you mean bed pillows, which I don't think you mean, but I just bought some from TJ Maxx. Lauren says, what made you want to work at Sephora? Well, I love Sephora. First off, that's probably the biggest reason. It's mainly I wanted to be involved in something that I really loved. So even if it's not like making makeup or selling, you know, my own brand, or, you know, applying makeup every day, I just wanted to be around it in that type of environment where people are open and, you know, they won't look at you crazy if you come in with your face beat and you're wearing, you know, green and pink eyeshadow and stuff like that. I just wanted to be able to just be myself. A discount doesn't hurt. The Gratis doesn't hurt. And I just thought it would be fun. I thought it would make me happy. That's really the best answer. The top ones I can think of, I love Stila liquid lipsticks. I have on Fresco today. I love Anastasia brow definer. I love the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Under Eye Powder. I love Makeup Forever eyeshadows. There's a lot of things I love. I could go on and on and on and on, but I will not do that to you. I have so many favorites. All things beauty, that's who asked this question. It says, if you were to lose all your makeup, what would be the first thing you would repurchase? I actually, when I wrote this question down, I was like, what in the world is my answer? Because I don't know. Because like, I would say foundation, but I have to have primer and a beauty blender and setting powder to go with it. So really the first thing I would buy is a huge shopping trip to Sephora would be like the thing that I would need, because I need everything. If I lost it all, I mean, I would have to go drop about $300 at Sephora just to get started. You know what I'm saying? Because I need a primer. When you use primer, it's for foundation. You need a setting powder, you need concealer, you need under eye setting powder, you need a brow pencil, some brow gel, you need eyeshadow, you need an eyeshadow primer, you need a lip product, you need some contour, some blush, some highlight. Do you see where I'm getting at? It's a lot. So I would need some hundreds, and I would need to go to Sephora. Patience asks, why did you start a YouTube channel and where do you think YouTube will take you? I told you why, but as for where it will take me, I really don't expect anything. I don't know, maybe that's like lacking confidence or not being a dreamer. I don't know. I don't expect anything. Of course, if this gave me, it already brings me joy. If it gave me an income or, you know, free stuff or something like that, that would be great. But I'm doing it because I like it, and that's really the only place I expect it to take me. Of course, I would love to have more subscribers and do bigger videos and have access to other things, but I guess I'm just gonna like see where it goes. That's all. Vonda says, do you ever have any problems with your skin like blackheads? If so, what do you use? I do have blackheads. I think we all get them. I have pore issues and then occasional breakouts. I love the Glam Glow Super Mud. I love the Peter Thomas Roth AHA BHA clearing gel to put on my like acne prone areas, which are typically like right around here. And those are probably like my two go-tos, but I'm just religious about taking my makeup off, cleansing my skin well, exfoliating my skin, so it's something to cover all those bases, and then those other two products. Macy says, what's your favorite YouTube channel? That's a tough question too, because I go to every different channel for different reasons. I go to Nikki Tutorials for inspiration, makeup wise. I go to Laura Lee because she's from Alabama and she's cute and southern. I go to Jeffree Star because I like that the idea of just being yourself and being whatever you are. It doesn't matter, you don't need a label, just be it. I love Graveyard Girl because I can literally just sit and listen to her like chatter away. And then I love, like I said, I guess I'm a fangirl for Sadie. I don't know, because you guys are going to be like, oh, she's weird. But I like to watch her videos because it makes me feel relaxed. Usually I'll sit my iPad over on the side when I take a bath and I will watch Sadie's videos. It's just a lot of cute stuff, and it's, you know, a little dog and similar tastes, and she works at Sephora too, and I don't know, I just feel like we have stuff in common. So. Aishwarya? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, I'm sorry. How do you deal with heat in the summer and makeup? What's one food item a non-southerner should try? Well, I'm going to answer that one first, and that is boiled peanuts. If you don't know what boiled peanuts are, you need to get yourself some boiled peanuts or look up a recipe of how to cook them if you can't find them. Preferably, if you do find some, you want to get them from a little creepy gas station that you've never seen before, and they don't really have digital pumps and all that, and it's kind of scary. You want to get them from there because they're the best. The first part of her question was, how do you deal with heat in the summer and makeup? Mattifying primer. I love the new Touch and Soul No Problem primer. It's amazing. Good setting powders, good setting sprays, and that's really it. I don't really change too much else because my skin still has a tendency to be drier or dehydrated. So really I just pack on the setting powder. I make sure to use a mattifying primer just to keep it from getting oilier and meltier, and I use a good setting spray. And I reapply setting spray, so that would probably be another tip for that. Charmaine says, do you play any musical instruments? Good question, but no, I am not musically talented. I would love to think in my head that it's in there somewhere, but it's not. I cannot even begin to learn how to read sheet music. I always wanted to play the drums. I felt like if I could play any instrument, it would probably be the drums because I have some rhythm, I think. Farasha says, have you ever been bitten by a brown recluse spider, and what's your favorite sheet mask? This is my scar from when I was bit by a brown recluse spider. It is pretty ugly. It like abscessed and it was really gross. So yes, I have been bitten by a brown recluse spider. In my giveaway video, I'll see if I can link it down below. My giveaway video before, I saw a spider while I was filming, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was pretty funny. I did. But yeah, I like panicked and had to like kill a spider, or attempt to kill a spider. Been bitten by a spider. I had to have surgery. I had to be on IV antibiotics. I had MRSA. It was a big ordeal. I was in the hospital for over 2 weeks. So yes. Selin says, what's your favorite eyeshadow palette and contour palette? My favorite contour palette is probably Kat Von D, although I do really like the Too Faced Cocoa contour. As for eyeshadow palette, that is hard for me because I have so many favorites. I love the Huda Beauty palette. I know that's like controversial. Some people love it, some people don't, but I love it. Been using the Morphe 35B pretty regularly. I know some people are like, oh, don't mention Morphe again, but I love the 35B. It's really colorful. I love the peach palette. It's a favorite of mine as well. So many palettes. There's so many palettes, and I want so many right now. It's crazy. And Rose asked me a few questions, but I pretty much answered the other ones, so I will answer. If you had to wear one makeup look your entire life, what would it be? It would probably be a colorful, not crazy colorful, but a somewhat colorful, like jewel toned eye with a wing and a soft nude pink lip. That's probably it. And of course, gotta have that highlight. I would definitely be highlighted. Manic Mandy says, for people who are wanting to start a YouTube channel, what would your advice be? I would again say, just try it out with whatever you have available to you. Try it out and see if you like it. Editing is a bitch, so make sure that you enjoy it before you go out and spend any money, because so many people stop. I thought about stopping before because it is not easy. It is not a breeze, and yeah, I just think it's not for everyone. So just make sure that you like it. Try to let your inhibitions go and try not to be self-conscious of yourself. That was the biggest thing for me.
Excuse me. Be careful. I don't want you to get hurt. You will knock over a candlestick on you.
But yeah, I would say just try to be yourself. Try to be, you know, try to just be in a good mood and have good energy and all that stuff without faking it, of course. Because Cloyola says, what is your most favorite thing your boyfriend gave you as a gift? And what's your greatest fear besides spiders? My other greatest fear is probably heights. What's weird is that I want to go skydiving, but if I like look up at something high, it makes me want to like fall to the ground in the fetal position, if that makes any sense. Is there a word for that? Because I don't mind flying. I want to go skydiving, but it's like looking up at high stuff makes me terrified. Valentine's Day, he gave me 2 Too Faced palettes and flowers and a Betsy Johnson purse and a Kate Spade phone case. Like, he went all out, and that was probably my favorite because it was so me. That's probably my favorite thing. Have you ever been in any Caribbean countries? If yes, what it's like? And this is Cheyenne. I have been on 2 cruises, or 3. I think I've been on 3 cruises, all to different parts of the Caribbean. I love the Caribbean. Of course, it's different getting on and off a cruise ship because you're only seeing like a little portion unless you go on a tour. Their children, hello. This is the baby. You're wet. It's beautiful, beautiful places. And then St. Lucia was kind of sad to me because we took a tour and I saw a lot of poverty, a lot of sad animals and sad children. You know, children without shoes on and tattered clothing and really skinny dogs, and it was not a vacation spot to me. It was more like, if I ever go back, I want to be like doing something to help, because it was not like a joyful thing. But everywhere else it was beautiful. St. Martin, St. Thomas. I've been to St. Kitts, is beautiful. I've been to Princess Keys, which is gorgeous, tiny little island. Highly recommend. If you ever decide to go on a cruise, go on Princess Cruises, because I think they're amazing. And you can go to Princess Keys if you go on that particular ship or whatever. Mary says, what's your favorite store to shop at? Mary, my favorite store to shop at is Sephora, except when you work there, it kind of feels like you're not shopping anymore. It feels like you're at work and you just know what you want. But I would say since I work at Sephora now, and that's kind of changed the experience, I would say that going to TJ Maxx and Marshall's is probably my favorite store to shop at, because I love the hunt. I'll link my most recent bargain haul down below. I love the hunt. I love to find things, and it's just always exciting because you never know what you're gonna find. Shreya says, Holy Grail products. 5 makeup products that are necessary for you. So again, foundation and beauty blender, brow pencil, maybe like a wing eyeliner, so like Stila Stay All Day liquid liner, and a lip color, something hydrating though if I only had to pick one. So that would probably be my top 5. This one's got to be my favorite question. It's from Panda2778. She says, what makeup products would you absolutely need for the end of the world? Like if you could loot Ulta, what would you have to steal? After all, you gotta look good, even if it's just to fight the zombies. I kind of want to fight zombies. I know you wouldn't enjoy it if you were in the situation, but I love The Walking Dead, and basically anything with zombies, I'm in. But anyway, if I were to loot Ulta, I would want to loot Ulta and Sephora, but that's just me. But Ulta, I'll take it. If I were to loot Ulta, I would probably go straight for the high-end stuff and just see what was left. Hopefully I'm an early looter in this situation, but I would definitely look for the high-end stuff, and I would be racking up on some palettes. I would be racking up on some like foundations, because you know we gotta stay stocked. I would be grabbing a handful of soft brown brow definers, or is it soft brown? Yeah. Yeah, I would basically try to take everything, but really you have to think about what you can carry with you.